You know, I was thinking, could we just air live from your page only,
Instead of I love.
and then I'll share it to that page.
Okay,
So
I already did it already.
well, don't worry. So next week we'll do it here. I said, it just popped up.
We got 45 minutes.
45. Why is
Go
it
to
every
this
time?
page.
I'm on the internet. You on the internet.
So to answer your question, Dolly, you'll be able to see.
All the goddamn Wi-Fi.
I was.
To Jackson.
All hold on. Hold on. You want to pay?
Look how many people are tuning in.
Okay. Right now it says one. I'm saying one.
It was just up 3 and it went down.
Oh, it was just 3? Okay.
So people looking at that.
I see what you're saying.
Okay, well, what's this?
And that one is probably just me, because I'm tuned in.
On the
Well, no,
Fresh Air?
I'm not on the page, so that's probably not me. I'm on the Fresh Air page right now.
Okay.
I'm about to go to it, but I
So
don't
have
see
to
anything.
anything?
Hold on.
Here you go, Jeff.
Okay. Now what am I doing?
Right, so you go down here, and you're going to just share that. You're going to put share post now. And so it should appear on your personal page. Here you go, Jeff.
Check your message.
Oh, I gotta get accepted or something?
No, we did.
Now we gotta give him something to listen to.
Go on, cut that camera on.
Hey,
I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm about to take it.
tag me?
Yes. But if we gotta be out of here by 7:30, that means we gotta move.
Y'all ready?
Well, let's keep it rolling. You ready for a countdown, baby?
Got it.
All right. 3, 2,
One
1.
And welcome. Y'all are in the place to be. Yes, this is the Connect 360, and you know who I am. I am Dr. Jackson, all about making things happen. And I am here with a cast of colorful characters. Today is going to be very, very exciting. We're about to get into 2016. We're going to look back at the whole year. And guess what? We're also going to look at 2016 at 17 as well. Right now, if you're viewing us right now on the Fresh Air Network page, that's the best place to go. If you got comments you want to leave your comments or questions at the Fresh Air Network on that page on Facebook. Also, if you want to call in, 773-263-2584. 773-263-2584. You're probably looking at us right now. You're like, man, why does this boy got the hat on? Why everybody wearing hats? It's cold in the Windy City right now, all right? And we in here chilling, okay?
I got a hat on because I need to comb my hair. Let's be clear. Don't let him fancy it up. I just need to do my hair.
Yeah, okay. Let's keep it all the way 100. And so, with that being said, Kawana, why don't you introduce yourself to the people really quick?
Okay. I guess I can give my government name since Dwayne did already.
I'm sorry.
I'm Kawana Williams, licensed professional counselor. You know me as Abena Kawana on Facebook. Move on to my cousin.
I'm cousin Tanya, student nurse right now, and very talkative. I hope we get out to some good business today. Hey, everybody.
I'm JC360, Justice 360. You know, we got a couple of guests on the show, so let's see what happened. My cousin Tanya, Sister Kawana, Dr. Jackson. Well, he's not a guest, he's the ring master. Got
My
Mr.
ring.
Fresh Air
then we
Network
got-
sitting over there. So make sure you all go to that page, Fresh Air Network, to like the page too.
So let's get directly into it. So what we're going to do today, we're going to have a kind of a open panel discussion. We're going to go over some few things that happened in 2016. Everybody's going to kind of interject, give their input on it. Then we're going to talk about 2017. We want to make this show really quick and concise. Also, this is a very interesting year. 2016, this is a year full of surprises, right? This is a year that we're going to never forget for many people on the global level, right? It's kind of like syphilis, right? It's going to be with us forever. You know?
I absolutely agree.
If that's the comparison you want to make sure.
You know, you never forget when whoever you contracted syphilis from, all right?
Okay.
But go
We
ahead.
had that experience.
Tell us
That's
about
fair,
our story.
right?
Hey,
Please
all right.
share.
Hey, but you know, but One thing I do want to input, I mean, this is the year, let's touch on some of the things that happened this year. The year started out with the Zika virus, right? I don't know if y'all remember that, but it kicked off with that. And it's amazing because the year ended up getting worse after the Zika virus, right? We just got into more and more crazy things. So it got really bad for not just for black people. It got bad for, just about everybody. Transgenders, it got bad for them. It got
They
bad.
got the Zika virus too.
Hey man, everybody got something. You know, they got the Trump virus later on at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know, also it got bad for women. It got bad for the police. It got bad for some of everybody. This was a year of politics. This was a year. I don't know if y'all remember that we had the Beyonce Super Bowl performance. So it was a very political year too.
Damn, that was this year?
That was this year.
Oh, all right. I only cared about Bruno Mars. Okay.
Now that was an awesome performance too with Bruno Mars as well. If he started getting black the way Beyonce did, you know, they're gonna start curving.
Stop.
You know, they're gonna start pulling more white acts on the Super Bowl. You know, they might pull the Black Eyed Peas back out and go Coldplay back out again.
Hey, don't shade Coldplay. I'm a fan of theirs too.
I'm a fan too. I'm a fan. But also some things that we saw that happen this year as well is the Cubs won this year.
Hallelujah.
The Cubs won, and that was a lot of people were saying the Cubs would never win, just like they said Trump would never win.
Right.
So you know, and it was kind
place
of
your money in the right places, you rich.
there you go.
Right.
And it was kind of hard to celebrate the Cubs for some people because you know Trump won right after that. So it's like, how do you celebrate the Cubs when you got to deal with that Trump victory?
But how about this in 2016? All of these murders, police brutality, you know, the police murders we had to deal with this year, and some with no resolve or no fair resolve, if you will. So, what you think about future politics? How should we handle this coming into 2017? What should we do as a community in 2017? We lost some. We had some very public killings of our people happen.
Live on Facebook.
Exactly. So, like, you know, my concern is, what do we do next year if this happens? Well, when it happens.
I kind of feel like we're having so many issues with the political system, and it is as flawed as it is because we don't have people within it representing the people who need to be represented. We don't have a lot of minorities in politics, so we don't have a lot of minorities representing our wants, our needs, our desires, our wishes in our communities, which is, you know, reflective, which our communities kind of reflect that. So for me, the solution to that is, one, as a people and as individuals, we need to get more politically savvy. And what I mean by that is you need to know who your local politicians are. You need to know who your local magistrates are. You need to know who your local, whoever it is who provides the means to get what you need for your community. You need to know who they are. If you don't know who they are, you probably need to be that person or find somebody who can be that person to represent you. Because we were having these issues in the police department because they don't represent us. And the ones that do kind of have to go with the grain of whatever the police department pays them to do. So if we get more people who look like us in positions of power to help us, we might not be this far in a position where we are now.
Now, I want to cut you off right there because you're going deep right now. She's going deep.
I mean,
and she's going real.
I don't do shallow.
And what we're going to do is we're going to get deep into that specific topic too, because we're going to go into the kind of some of the solution section. We're going to do that a little bit later, but we are going to get into that.
All right.
But first, let's just kind of just really cover just a synopsis of the whole year.
All right.
And then we'll get into some of the year. And then we'll get into.
This has been a year of memes. Some funny, some mean. This has been a year of, like you said, victories. The Cubs won, which was awesome. But the Bears suck, which is horrible.
Typical.
What else?
Well, okay, so on social media, this was an interesting year too. Like we had the mannequin challenge blew up. That was one thing that really blew up.
Yeah.
It was almost, and it was interesting about it. People blew up. That was popular, and all they did was be still in the picture, which is what you call a photograph. I mean, you being still in the video, that's a photograph, really.
I was actually annoyed by all the challenges this year, to be honest. I was annoyed by any challenge it's some other challenges that, I don't know if you're familiar, like the fuck it up challenge. I don't know if I can
Yeah.
say that.
The fuck it up challenge?
That blew my
Yeah,
mind.
it's basically.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even hear the fuck it up
It's a
challenge.
twerk.
Yeah, it's basically there's a house or juke music track called "Fuck It Up" that was just
Features
recently,
women.
right?
Hashtag
And
Fuck It
it
Up.
basically
So you gotta go to the
features
hashtag
women.
to see that.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's
Don't go
basically
look-
Pull that up.
women.
Don't
Pull that up
pull
right
it
now.
up, y'all.
So it's basically women twerking to the song.
Yeah.
And I mean, if that's your thing, cool. I feel like it's a time and a place for everything, and quite frankly, I don't feel like
Now, were men making these women twerk, or they decided
No,
to do it on their own?
it
on
may have
their
been
own.
both, but I'm assuming that they did it on their own, even if the men made the suggestion. So no, there was a choice made by the woman to do it.
Here's another challenge. I don't know if you guys want to elaborate on this other challenge, the switch it up challenge. This
I don't
is
like
when
it.
I don't either. But listen to the here's a
Cross-dressing or
synopsis
something?
Thank
Synopsis.
you. Of this challenge. The challenge is that you take a picture, regular husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, and then in the second picture they switch clothes.
No. I knew
He
that
put
was
on the leotard and the purse and the heels.
Also, they switch
They
it up. They
switch up
roll
the
it.
clothes,
Oh.
yes.
So it's cross-dressing. It's a cross-dressing challenge.
Yeah.
cross-dress.
I mean,
Challenge.
I personally,
I didn't
I'm a
even hear about that
tomboy,
one.
so I'm used to dressing like a boy. But my dude in my clothes, nah.
It's not gonna happen.
First of all, you don't have the tools to fit
How would
anything.
you-
Still rolling the ball.
I couldn't even date a guy who would wear my clothes. Probably to even fit my clothes, to be honest, but to wear my clothes, probably not.
If that's your
What you
king,
think?
that's cool. It ain't mine. I ain't with it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So also in 2017, I'm sorry, 16, I'm moving fast. Also, we had a lot of interesting things that were just happening in general with technology. I mean, on a personal level. I mean, a lot of people were realizing they were addicted to technology. A lot of people, the average person looks at their phone like 150 times per day throughout the day, right? I don't know if y'all can relate to that. But
Not really.
For me, quite accurate.
yeah, it's quite accurate. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can relate to that too.
But like half of that time, I'm a student, so half of that time is spent on researching or studying or whatever.
That I agree
But
with.
I do spend a lot of time on my social media sites. It's almost second nature now. If I hear a thing on my phone, I'm grabbing it and I'm looking at it. It's a part of my extension now, if you will.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
part of the habit,
unfortunate,
yeah.
It's happening.
So let's do this then. Let's transition a little bit and let's kind of go into what we saw in 2006. Oh, I also want to mention this. There's quite a few black entertainers and celebrities that we lost this year. Well, we didn't lose them because we know where they're at, but they transcended. And some of those celebrities, like people like Prince, Muhammad Ali, Kimbo Slice, Afeni Shakur, Miss Cleo, Shorty Low. I don't know if y'all remember Shorty Low. A lot of people transitioned this year. Johnny
George
Cole,
Michael.
George Michael.
Wu-Tang Clan. Fife? Is that
Fight
Fight
Dog.
Fight
That's
Dog.
on Tribe Called
Tribe
Quest.
Called
Tribe Called Quest. Yes.
So it's a lot of people transition this year. And this is my question to you all. How many of the black celebrities you know who have money were able to pass their money on to the next generation?
If you have some insight, you tell me.
Mm.
I don't.
Was Prince still married?
No.
He had-
No, I
No,
don't think he
no,
was.
no.
So
No.
It
I'm
goes
sure
to
his
some.
estate went to
His son.
his son.
I think they're still battling over his estate, right?
He had
Aren't
a
they still
biological
battling
son.
over
It was DNA tested has proven that he has at least
When he
one
was married
proven
to-
biological son. No, that baby died. I'm talking about a
Right,
child.
the baby did.
Yeah, I think that baby lived for 3 days. This
He
is
did
an
get
extra
he did get
outside.
married and they had a baby, but that baby died.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
This is a child. This baby's full grown, so he must have.
That's Dr. Jackson.
No.
Prince's son. We
We wouldn't
rich.
be doing now. We
We
wouldn't be
rich.
doing the podcast
We rich.
here
Yeah, I
if
wouldn't
he
either.
was
The
Prince.
DNA, the DNA right there.
Yeah, I'll be playing at least 10 instruments if I was
I'm
Prince.
talking about-
At least 10 instruments.
Oh man.
So okay, so one
So
thing.
one. You got one.
So we got one what?
The wealth was passed down.
With Prince son? Is that confirmed that
No.
he got?
Confirmed,
Is
okay.
that confirmed?
It's confirmed that it's his son. I don't know about
But it's not
the
confirmed that the
finances.
money was
Right.
passed down.
I
Because
don't think
last
so.
I heard of it, they still debating on who the money gonna go to. They,
I don't
I heard
understand
the
what the
sister
debates-
was still
I don't
not
understand
even
what
just the money, but the catalog.
Does he have a will?
That's the thing.
That's
They,
what I'm saying. Like,
they
I
said he
understand
don't
what
have a
debates
will.
is. See, and that's why.
But here-
They
okay.
said.
That's what they said.
Hmm.
So that's, but that's a whole nother subject when
Right.
we talk about Wills, because, I mean, when we look at Prince, he seemed like a person that was really on top of his game. This was the guy that if you look at his track record, you would think he had a will, because he was all about protecting his brand, which is why he did what he did in terms of with Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that, once he got once he made that deal, right, and he ended up dying like right after he made that
Couple years
a couple years later.
Right.
So that was interesting, really interesting.
Yeah, D. Gregory would have a lot to say about that.
Sure,
So-
he do have a lot to say
Yeah.
about
He said a lot
what
about
you
it.
He
mean.
said a lot, yes.
This is what I want to get into then. One of the first topics I want to get into is music. Since we're talking about Prince, we're talking about celebrities, entertainers. We had a show last week about it's like rap music, is hip hop music, is it good for the community? What do y'all think? Like, what music right now do y'all think, is it helpful? Is it hurting the community? Or y'all just indifferent about it? Don't pay attention to it? What y'all think about that?
I'm actually a lover of music. I love music. But as of late, I don't even know what the hell is happening in the industry. I know of some names. Just say Yachi and
Yachty.
Lil Yachty, Savage, 21 Savage.
21.
I know these names, but I do not know their music. You understand? I'm living in, I'm a music lover. I'm a connoisseur of music, and
you don't even know why you know their name.
I don't, and that's real talk. I don't understand the music. I don't even the rap. They don't stand for anything as far as I know.
Because they're not rapping about it.
Well, right. They kind of
It's
repeat.
mumble. It's the mumble rap era. That's what it's called.
And it's horrible. It's a shame.
And it's not that you're older that you're thinking that way. You got a lot of kids who think it's horrible too.
But you know what's crazy about that?
But they
I-
moving though.
I have a difficult time
Redid it.
judging these young cats as harshly as I do sometimes, because y'all gotta remember, we aren't too far removed from a generation where when we were listening to rap and hip hop when it first came out, what were our parents saying about those same young men? Oh my God, what is this noise? Oh my God. Oh my God, what are we listening to?
I can.
Because rap originally sampled a lot of stuff. You had a lot of, it was, let's say in the 80s and 90s, it was a bridge from the older generation to the current generation. So, for example, like back in the 80s, the song, It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right.
Right.
Rod Bass, Easy Ride. I don't remember the song when it was originally out. I'm talking about the original song. Whoever made the original song. But then when Rod Bass and Easy Rock did the song, that was an introduction to me. And then, family members like, hey, that song used to be out back in the 70s. So it made me kind of go back and listen to that song. So that's kind of, so like the hip hop of the 80s and the 90s, it kind of bridged me to some of the stuff that was going on in the 70s that I wasn't really around to listen to.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff in the late 80s and the early 90s, the stuff that I grew up on, again, a lot of our parents was like, because that's when the parental advisory came in.
Your mother like.
My mom, from then,
When you grew
I
up.
don't know, I was like 8 or 9.
Okay.
Yes.
It was
I don't know. Oh, no, Doodle Brown by, and I'm quite sure because she was like in her 20s, some odd, maybe, I think, her 20s, when that song came out. She probably, heard it a little bit, but I'm quite sure when she first heard it, it was like, oh my.
Yeah. But even, I was on more of the hardcore rap stuff. I like the Nas and Biggie and Tupac, but the music had a meaning. The music had a story. The music had a plot. You feel me? Now
And
you
it had
listen
talent.
to
And it had a talent.
Raindrop, Drop Top. What the hell?
Raindrop.
You know what
Raindrop.
See?
Actually, that's my
Hey, I actually like that song.
I turned up.
You really like it.
You know
And
what
it's
I
turned up.
But
The
Dixie
beat go
Bad,
hard.
Doja.
Listen, the beat go hard.
It depends on
And
what you listening to in the song. I tend to gravitate
and the
towards
question is
what's
also-
being
It's still
said.
not making sense.
Is art imitating life? To a certain extent, because we can
What,
say
that we going
that,
chaotic now?
and if you look at, the music is
Chaos
mumble,
is coming.
but also look at the presidency who we got in office. So that's kind of a reflection of a
The chaos is
degeneracy
coming.
If I may,
in the overall culture of the country.
if I may, overall about music in general now, here's how I feel. And it's very difficult for me to make a judgment because my standards are so high because I have a degree in music. So I've been a hip hop fan for years. My brother used to drive me crazy listening to Wu-Tang and Raekwon.
Yeah.
Bro, if I heard
Those
Ice
things
Cream
still-
Man one more time, I promise. Oh my God, it drove me nuts. But my initial turn on hip hop was Tupac. Brenda's had, I think Brenda had a baby.
But it's all authentic.
So,
From
but
playing
my
Tupac.
attraction to it were the lyrics. He was talking about something.
That's my point.
In the music that I listen to, especially with regards to hip hop or gangster rap or drill, whatever you want to call it, then and now, it had a meaning. It had a message. Biggie had a message. Tupac had a
that was my
message.
point.
Nas had even Bone Thugs and Harmony, who's one of my favorites of all time. Even they had a message.
Much
But to
love to
answer
Bone
your
Thugs, yeah.
question,
You mean they had something they were talking about?
they had
Whether
something they
it's
were
negative
talking
or
about.
positive, they were talking about
that's
something.
exactly
Yes,
my point.
but that relates to your question regarding does art reflect life? Yes, it does. You got to understand these young men are making this drill music because this is the life that they know. I'm not saying it's okay, but this is what they know.
Pac knew.
But
The
that's-
life the
You know,
Cowboys
Pac
knew.
rapped
Exactly.
about philosophical things and gangster things because, well, at least the philosophical things was stuff he knew. He didn't know about that gangster life for real. Biggie rapped about bitches, hoes, money, hoes, and clothes. All a brother know. That's what he rapped about because that's what he knew. So
what's
you got
with
these
the-
young
what's with the
kids.
mumble rap then?
And
No,
nothing.
Where they learn
They know
mumble from?
nothing.
Not us.
And I'll say this though.
somebody mama was in the
I
house not
work-
speaking proper English, so they
I
learned
work-
it from somebody.
College.
Record deal.
Uh-huh.
I work for a college where we had to recruit students, and my biggest had is when I found a student who really wanted to go to school, is that most of them could not read past the 5th or 6th grade level.
Wow.
And that was a major thing. And I used to study. Statistics even show that over 20% of Americans cannot read past the 5th grade level.
But how about this? And being a student myself, I research stuff. Yachty,
Yeah.
he's actually intelligent. This boy is not. He's actually a college graduate. So he chooses to mumble over his rap. You understand?
Just like Young Thug. Young Thug be out here cross-dressing on the low, but on the high. And there's nothing wrong with that. But your voice is higher than mine. When I speak, your voice is higher than your voice rapping is higher than mine speaking. You be wearing all 15 piercings in your ear. Your baby hairs be all out of order, looking like somebody raggedy baby mama. Shirts be tighter than mine. Pants be tighter than any leggings I could ever wear at the biggest body part. But this boy is very intelligent, and he might got a couple bodies on him.
Now, is he trying to influence somebody? Or
That's what I'm
was he-
thinking,
'cause I don't
yeah.
see no thugs walking around dressed like that in the hood.
He get paid to do that, boo. Why
Ding,
you
ding,
think
ding,
people
ding,
saying
ding,
it's a
ding,
gimmick?
ding.
It's the
These
money.
young boys is getting
It's the
paid
money.
for a gimmick, and it's a
Okay.
shame because
Who
now you
paying
make
him?
it
'Cause
to.
we don't have the money to pay him, so who you think paying him?
Do you really want me to answer that question? You said be easy on camera. I'm trying to be easy.
Okay.
Okay.
So, so let's transition a bit because
Okay.
you're speaking about Young Thug, right? One reason why Young Thug is really popular because even if we look at his album sales do not reflect the buzz that he gets because his album sales actually are not really. His album sales suck. But I like him as an artist. But
Who's paying him? Why is he so popular?
Didn't you
Are
just
we,
tell me?
are we pushing him out there?
Now,
No,
one
you know
of
what?
the
They
reasons
pushing
why
him out
he
there.
became popular is social media,
I was
right?
gonna say that.
People look at the social media. So
Not
let's
only
talk
that,
about
YouTube pays them. If you
They
get
do.
so many likes,
Who owns
they'll pay.
YouTube?
Bruh, you told me to chill when I came up here. Why are you asking me questions that's gonna provoke me not to do that?
Hey, do what you gotta do.
Go ahead, Jackson.
well, no. I mean, I'm just saying. Let's look at 2016. Some of the things that we were using a lot of. So, statistics show that the African American community use social media almost more often than almost any other race of people, right? That's why we got the Black Twitters, right? We spend a lot of time. We make a lot of these sites actually hype. The YouTubes, we make them popular. So what are some of the things that y'all think we should just stop doing on social media and maybe some things we should start doing in 2017 on social media? Ways that we mentioned how you use it to study and stuff like that. So how can we not use it and use it?
Social media is evolving into a monster that nobody will probably control. It's entertainment. We live for entertainment. We live for drama. We live for it gives us a buzz to be in somebody else's business, and that's just the truth.
Can you say that one more time?
It's not going in. So to suggest a stop, no.
I
Curve, maybe.
I actually have two influences for my suggestion. Shout out Yadena the Beast
Oh, I
Destroyer.
love her. I love her.
Because she actually speaks a lot about energy on social media. Queen, I see you out these streets. I see you.
Shayna
And
the Beast.
Yadena the Beast
Yadena,
Destroyer.
I love her.
And what she speaks about is how, you know, your words have energy. Your words have power. Music has vibration, which means music has power over you. So a suggestion is switch what you listen to.
You have a choice.
Drill music, right? You choose to listen to drill music. You choose to listen to gangster rap, but there are other genres of music that you can listen to, post, and promote. 1, 2. Shout out to Tatiana Johnson. Tatiana Johnson is a good friend of mine, she's a co-worker of mine.
What's up, Tatiana?
Hey, Tatiana. Hey, boo.
And Yadina.
And what she does is every day for the last year, she's posted, her posts have had a hashtag 365 positive. And with that hashtag, what she does is say something inspirational for the day or post a good quote for the day, just something to put some good energy in the air. People move off energy. Notice how when you get mad and somebody else say something to hype you up and get mad, and you get madder, and you get mad.
And look, if a fight starts, 2 people fight, now it's 4, now it's 6.
Right.
So yeah.
So what happened if we put out, like, if we played Happy by Pharrell at least once a day, you know what kind of energy that would emit out into the world?
It's still a dream. It's still too small of a start. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. We would need, and I don't know.
You popular tonight. All
I'm
right.
telling you, and it's at the wrong time. I'm sorry, guys. But to be honest, it's like we truly need a leader. It's unfortunate to say that out loud, but it's the truth.
Lead yourself.
No, it's my voice alone won't change much. Can I go out there and be right and protest and listen to good music and put out good vibes? Absolutely. But we are missing a leader. We're missing that man or woman to stand up and say.
This would be my question.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
We got leaders though, but go ahead.
Right. Well,
Thank you.
I was gonna ask,
Go
do you
ahead.
think we already have leaders? And
And
then,
are we listening to those leaders?
are we listening to those leaders
what-
as well?
Why don't we define what a leader does?
Thank you.
Let's go.
How about
What
this?
does a leader do?
Tell me who's a leader, and then I'll debate you about it.
Mm.
Because
In what field? What area?
our community, we need somebody, like I said, or our culture. When these boys get shot in the street, who's up for us besides Jesse Jackson, who wants TV time, or Al Sharpton, who wants TV time?
Let me get
Who's
you.
up for us to say, for real, let's test some shit up or bring some shit together?
Like, example,
Go ahead.
someone asked who a leader is. I'm not really good at giving definitions. What I am good is giving examples.
Go ahead.
And I hate to give cliche examples, but we're talking about people like the Malcolm X's. Those are leaders. Because Malcolm
Where
X
is
was
he,
doing
though?
right.
Now,
I'm just
2016.
giving examples.
Oh yeah. No. I'm not talking about
as far
past
as
leaders.
now as
Well,
far
well-
no, what I'm saying is we need leaders like that now, but
Yes.
we don't have them. Here's the problem
That's
with
my
that.
point.
Well, let me take that back. We have the potential.
Yeah.
We have potentials
Well,
out
this
there,
is
but
my-
what's happening is egos are getting in the way. We're so divided about opinions about things. You'll have a leader that has an opinion that might be effective, but because this gender or this, demographic or this individual doesn't agree with this point.
Well, okay, I want to elaborate on that then. My question would be, who is the Malcolm X version in the Hispanic community, or in the Arabic community, or even in the white community, which is the dominant community? Who's their version?
You know
of
why
Malcolm
they
X
don't
have?
have
Good
a
question.
Trump is the white people Malcolm X right now. If we're gonna be dead
not
ass
Trump.
about it.
Not Trump.
Trump
A lot
is
of
white
people,
Malcolm
a lot
X.
of whites,
That's a good
a lot of
one.
whites don't even
Gangster,
agree
you
with
gonna give me
Trump.
what I want.
A lot of whites don't even agree with Trump. There's actually a minority of people that agree with Trump, and that is just some idiots, to be honest. But my phone is. I'm sorry, guys.
So-
But as when you mention other races and other nationalities, cultures, or
Still
whatever,
recording.
they don't need a leader as much as we do.
Why don't they need a leader?
They're
In
not
your
going.
opinion?
Their men and women are not getting killed in prison cells and on the streets.
They have a proper collective. That's why they don't necessarily
exactly.
need a
And
leader.
So
then they
is
look
it that
out
we need
for-
a leader, or do we need a collective?
We need it all.
We need both.
We need it all. We need to find. We need to come together. Like, we need to start an underground revolution that's so heavy that when we do surface, it's like
You can't start.
we
an
would
underground
surprise the
revolution,
world
'cause y'all
that
don't-
we are so organized.
You can't do that.
The Chinese culture, they stick together. They even live in the same neighborhoods. The Hispanic people, they actually stay in the same neighborhood. They shop in their own neighborhoods. They have a little mom and pops. Their neighborhood come and shop in the mom and pops.
Other neighborhoods come
Right.
shop in their neighborhood.
Exactly.
Who come to ours?
Right.
We don't even come
we
to
don't-
ours.
we don't-
Yes, we do. We spend it in there.
True.
And I will argue a little bit that
O'Shea, I can't stand you.
I'll argue a little bit that black folks don't that the black community does not necessarily need a leader per se. I would say we just need more of a code that we can abide by and be on the
Okay,
same page with
that's
that
fair.
code.
That's fair.
Because it's a lot of communities.
Now, I'll agree.
Because this is what happens. People step up and be a leader, and then they're slaughtered and they sacrifice, and then the black people who put their leader on the pedestal don't know how they
Half
back. You don't even
times
support
leaders
that
are
person.
slaughtered. It's not even our own race that slaughter them. We put out films.
Man, listen.
Our race do not slaughter our own it don't start with our own people. It's a buzz that comes from another race, and you know which race I'm talking about, and then our people follow. Because we're so... What? Y'all disagree with me? Talk to me. Say
races
it.
are you talking about?
What race am I? You know what race I'm talking about. I
Said
just
be
wanna
easy on the camera.
Racist?
Be easy on the camera.
No, I'm not
boy.
racist. I'm a realist.
Be gracious.
I'm a realist. So, again, when you said we don't need a leader, we absolutely do.
I feel like we do need a collective first, because one, as a collective in the United States, as a collective, we vote for our president, right? As a collective,
That's
no, I'm just making a comparison. If
you
we're
vote?
gonna, we do. I vote every year. Yes.
Did you vote?
But
That
no,
shit don't
no,
matter.
y'all
voted
listen.
vote.
No.
I didn't vote.
Listen,
No, I
y'all listen to the comparison.
I voted with my dollar.
Hillary
Yeah, I
ran.
voted with my
No,
dollar.
Hillary
no.
won by two
Thank you.
2 billion
Jay,
votes.
Jay,
You are making
you
my
so busy
point.
trying to talk, you missing my point. Follow me here. As a collective, we join together to do something. As a collective, whether the person we voted for or not, as a collective, people joined together and voted in somebody as president. So why can't we as a community come together as a collective and choose someone that we feel is a leader for our community? That was the comparison that I'm making. That's the only reason I brought that up, to be clear. So if we as a collective can vote this one person is as a nation, why can't we as a collective vote a leader that we feel is necessary, can do for us
How do you
what's
think we can do
necessary?
that? How do you think we should do
I
that?
ain't got all the answers. I'm
but
just
then
giving
what
solutions.
happens, since you brought up Malcolm X, I think that's a good example. But then what happens is, you got a leader, put him on a pedestal, he's assassinated, now what? You get another leader, he gets assassinated, so why is it that why the black community...
First of all, how would the community know about this potential leader? How would we find out about
Good point.
it? Through social media?
So...
And who owns the social media platform?
Exactly. So that's going to
So
be
you
the
ain't
problem.
gonna hear about this leader y'all talking about.
Well, it's not even that we're not going to hear about him. It's that we shouldn't put it on social media, because Jill Scott actually said something very
You put
pivotal.
everything on social
No.
media.
Listen to what I'm saying, Jay.
150 times a day.
Listen to what I'm saying, my dear. Listen.
150 times.
Jill Scott made a very good point. When we start a revolution, it needs to be quiet. And when a revolution happens, that usually means there's smoke involved. So guess what? We can't put leaders like that on social media, because that means them other folk who ain't got melanin in their skin gonna find out who that leader is, and it's gonna compromise our whole collective movement in the first place. So Tanya did make a very good point in saying we need to create some sort of underground revolution. But the problem with that is we as a people talk too much, and we're too
Unorganized, too.
divided and too unorganized.
And you're gonna put it
in
on
order for
Facebook.
that to happen,
Well,
and
right.
we're gonna put it on Facebook.
Right.
No, this one thing I think...
Hey, I'm at this meeting.
One
Right.
thing that's important, because we're going to transition a little bit. One thing that's important is we actually have a project that's going to go into detail with developing a collective and a code, and that's called The Nation of Hustlers. That's the documentary.
Dwayne
I don't know if y'all
Jackson
know
is
about that.
Action Doctor is our leader right here. He's our leader.
I don't want to be anybody's
He
leader.
is our leader. So if anything,
Hey man, Jesus ain't want to be nobody
and
leader.
you want to listen to the man with the cup in his hand.
Right.
You can do that if you want to.
and the man who put his cup back down.
Okay, I put my cup down for a reason. Okay,
Right.
but that's why
Because it's empty.
That's why that's why we want people to support the documentary. We got the Kickstarter campaign with the Nation of Hustlers, which we're going to talk about a lot of business code of conducts, because at the end of the day, it's about building an economic base and having the code. Because even though we might have entrepreneurs, like we got a hairstylist right here, we also got an entrepreneur right here. She works with a lot of different areas where she can help you. But as entrepreneurs, we got also got to have a code of conduct that we abide by. Because if not, then people gonna spend their money. They gonna come into our business and not gonna want to pay us what we worth.
Let me tell you something. That's our problem, though. Nobody wants to pay us what we're worth.
Not even
Mom
us.
wants a discount. Cousin wants a discount. Girlfriend, boyfriend wants a discount. So we won't get paid what we're worth. It's unfortunate.
Can we talk about remedies?
Yeah,
Let's talk about
First remedy,
because we can call out
Pay your
any
people.
negative
Yes.
thing. We
Pay-
can call out
pay your
what's the
people.
thing. But I want to
what they're worth.
take the same energy that we put
Yes.
out, the stuff that's
Negative.
quote unquote apparent to most of us, and come up with some remedies to change some of this. One thing I was thinking about as you guys was talking is that we don't need shit. We should want things.
Right.
Anytime you need something, it's a certain amount of thoughts that come with being needed. Needed is something that you feel like you do not have and somebody else has, so it puts you at a certain disadvantage.
Yeah, you're gonna continue to need
What
it.
we want to do is actually understand what the need of having leaders are. Why are we having them? How do we produce them? What's the culture behind it? And more importantly, how we create them. And then after we create them, as we create them, we have a culture and a language that everybody is accustomed to understanding from point A to the origin of it. How we see each other, how we act amongst each other, what's our goals, what's our objectives, and more importantly, that we know that we need each other, first and foremost. Any outside sources could be a bonus, but understanding that we need each other first.
Yeah.
And then we can actually entertain anything else,
Okay.
or want each other first.
Yeah. You made a beautiful point. Actually, you made a beautiful point. And I hate to be so negative, but it's just real life that I speak from. I think we would breed a leader from a major tragedy. You understand? There's gonna have to be a major tragedy in our community for us to breed a proper person to say enough.
We've
Well,
already had a
some-
major tragedy.
some would
Trump
say-
is our president.
Well, true.
That is our major
True.
tragedy.
But I'm talking about is
Hip hop is under
But
attack.
a
That's a
solution-
tragedy.
that too.
To answer the young man's question, the
Yeah,
gentleman's
solution.
question, a solution for me would begin with economics. One, we did bring that up, and we did bring up the fact that everybody in our community always wants a discount. Well, how about we just pay each other what we're worth? If you have somebody who you know has a service, if it's $35, pay the $35 with no objection. Because if it was somebody else in another community and they charge $45, you give that money up with no question. But because I, as your sister, have a service that's a little cheaper, you still feel like it's a discount because, man, come on, I'm down for the cup. No. We still need to survive just like you
So
do.
look, check out Dr. Claude Anderson, YouTube, Dr. Claude Anderson, if you're unfamiliar. He has a lot of a lot of techniques and strategies and information on, economics. Also check out the film documentary 7 a.m. That's a good documentary. You can find it online. So just check out those two avenues, Brother Tariq. Keep checking us out.
And I would say one of the biggest, and the reason why what you're saying is so important, I think what dictates a person's results is their habits, right? And their habits are dictated by the way that you think. What dictates the way that you think is usually by the media that's programming you. So I personally really believe the number one weapon used against us is propaganda.
Absolutely.
And what we're looking at
Absolutely.
reading every single day.
Right.
And so I would really encourage for not the consumers, I'm talking about the producers, right? If you want to get into working on YouTube or creating your own videos, make positive stuff for our people to be able to because I heard we had Shiraz Ali.
Shiraz Ali.
We had her in Chicago, And she made a statement, and she said, because she was in Hidden Colors, they had 4 versions of them, but she said, how many hidden colors do y'all need to see before y'all make a change?
And Dr. Clyde said that too. Like, I've been speaking for 30, 40 years.
And here's my opinion on it, because I study programming and media, is that you have to continue to make those, unfortunately, because people have to almost continue to see a certain image every single day. You have to continue to see
Repetition
it.
is the best teacher.
Repetition. And until it's ingrained in your mind, you're not going to make a change.
We don't control that yet. You know, talk like this. Like I said,
You're gonna control it through economics. That's gonna.
Well. Right now, we have
Go ahead.
platforms like the Fresh Aire Network
Yeah.
that y'all can tune into every single Wednesday, where we're gonna give you positivity and programming. We're gonna get you a little bit of ratchet too. All right, so we're gonna feed you some of that.
Especially if I'm on the camera, you're gonna get a lot of it.
Like the page, Fresh Air Network, Facebook and YouTube.
And outside of this platform, I mean, we have other platforms, you know, as well. We got the Hustler Nation platform. I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but that's one of my personal YouTube pages. And y'all can, so there's some that exist. I mean,
the Blackmall is a
blackmall.com.
platform. CC360 is a platform.
Hashtag CC360. Check it out.
Sadnetta, I'm with Sadnetta.
On the way
You know,
out,
I
I'm
support
about
them
to
too.
pick up.
Tariq Nasheed, like you said, Brother Polite, and
Jason Black.
Jason Black. So it's a lot of people, black people that are doing very positive things and putting the image out. We just gotta have to tune into it and remind ourselves to have that balance in life.
There's nothing wrong with having a little ratchet or a little ignorance here and there.
That's part of our
You
culture.
need laughter to break up to break up the monotony of negativity.
Yeah.
You know, but there's a point in where eventually we need to see something else, because now this comedy is turning into something just too stereotypical and too negative, and we need something else.
So I want to ask really quick before we begin to wrap up. What's one thing that you all plan on just implementing, like next year, something maybe you got from this year, like one thing that you plan on implementing or you're already implementing to help with your personal, maybe your business or your health, or something in life that's gonna make your year and your family better?
Well, for me, I'm actually a brand new vegan. I just started about 2 months ago, and it's actually because I follow people like Sadie, and I believe in his theory, if you will.
So you made a dietary change.
360 on my dietary change.
You got good results from that? Or?
Absolutely. I'm dropping weight without trying.
The sugar went down.
I was a diabetic. No, actually, that's true. I was a diabetic, and now I don't take any medicines for it. So I had high blood pressure. It's gone.
Really?
Well, the high blood pressure
I can believe that.
in correlation with the insulin, but still, I'm making a change. And then as far as my business is concerned, I plan on continue. I'm working to be a nurse, but I'm definitely going to use that money to continue my passion, my entrepreneurial passion, and then I'm teaching my daughter how to start her own business, and she's 18 now.
Very important.
So that's what I'm doing now, to at least for a generational change.
Yeah.
At least she'll have some business skills. She'll know how to market because she can watch me, and I'll teach her right now. So when I'm gone, hopefully she'll teach her kids how to start a business. So that's what I'm working on now.
And I want to piggyback on what you said in terms of what I'll do, and then I guess we can go to Kawana. Is I just had a revelation in my life dealing with family. Like, one thing that was really holding me back is I was blaming my family for a lot of my shortcomings, right? And to a certain extent, it was true. To a certain extent, but I had to let it go. You know, like growing up, my mom didn't necessarily support what I, wanted to do, in the way I wanted her to do it.
Right.
So I felt like, I didn't want to go into the world and do it because I felt insecure. But I realized yesterday, because on Christmas morning, because I played my new video, and she kind of was making jokes about the video, and I felt insecure about it. And I realized I can't let my mom, I had to realize who my mom was.
Your mom, right.
She's my mom. But not just that. My mom, you can't let people who never been where you're trying to go dictate and give you advice.
He has
You see, my mom was putting her own insecurities kind of on me, and I was letting that stop me.
Yes.
And I can't let her judge me You know what I mean? Because she's not prepared to go where I'm trying to go.
Yeah.
So when I realized that, I said, oh man,
But when you get there, you're going to snatch it. Mom way up in there.
exactly. I'm
Right.
definitely gonna take it with me. And
Yeah.
I talked to her about this today actually. And so now I feel much better because I was able to let go of something that I've been holding on from childhood, which is my family, feeling like my family's been holding me back. And I was able to realize, you know, they support me, but don't, you know, whether they support me or not,
You have
don't let
something
them
to do.
Get it done.
I gotta get it done.
You have
They
something
can't
to do.
register
Yeah.
what you're
Exactly.
trying to do.
I mean, and even if they could, that shouldn't deter you either way, because they don't have to do what you're doing.
Exactly.
They just got to be their support or not.
And you got to realize that God gave you, whether you believe in God or not, you have a destiny, a unique destiny that you are designed to do, and you design yourself to do it, and don't let anybody stop you, and you know, even your family members. There's sometimes
Very. Therapy. Hat off so y'all can say I'm serious. See how serious I am. I am a licensed professional counselor, but I am also a cancer survivor. And I also show symptoms of PTSD because of that cancer diagnosis. I've been battling depression on and off since I was 15. Mental health illness is no punk. And just because we have avenues called churches to go to that are options for mental health does not mean those are the only options. You can come see people like me. You can come see people like other professionals to get the help you need, because we as people are struggling out here emotionally. Struggling, and then thinking it's okay because black people are strong and we got to get up. Nah,
I'm
man.
actually a victim of that, but we'll talk about that.
Right,
on
no,
another
man,
show.
it's okay to be strong, but guess what? Even strong things break. So to prevent that from breaking, you have to get the help that you need for this. I've been in therapy on and off since 2013. To be a better therapist for our people, I'm going to continue. I'm co-owner. Not I'll be candid here. It works so good that when I don't use it, I'm musty. Okay, so and I use my own product. I don't even use any other products because my body chemistry just does not agree with them anymore. So humble brag. Look out for Taylor Made.
I know that's
Those are my goals.
Look,
2017. Keep it pimping.
2017, drink more water.
Yes, alkaline water. CC360.
Alkaline water, eat right. You know, surround yourself with positive people like these
Absolutely.
people right here.
Absolutely.
You know, think positive thoughts. In February, there's a film coming out called Gentrified. So you probably can get tickets on the Culture Connection 360 website. It's produced by the brother that made 7 a.m., the documentary that I told you all to check out earlier. So Gentrified, but check that out. So, you know, 2017 will be an excellent year for everyone. And make sure you click a like on that Fresh Aire Network Facebook page and also the YouTube channel. All right.
definitely. Kavan, did you have something you want to touch on? Cool. So also, I just want to remind people of again that documentary that we're working on, which is you can go on Kickstarter and support it. Nation of Hustlers on Kickstarter. That is something right now we almost there towards our goal. We just need a couple more donations there, but that's going to be an awesome project. We want to have that thing released by June of next year. But we only got 10 days left to be able to acquire all the funds that we need. We got 10 days left. So support it, because if y'all like shows like this, if y'all want to see more of not just this, but y'all want to see us elevate and take us to the next level, you know, donate to that. And of course, there's gifts and stuff that you get for donating that. So you're not just putting up money. You're also going to be getting free copies of the DVDs and things like that. So are there any other events or announcements, New Year's Eve plans y'all got
What
coming
you got
up?
going on for New Year's?
Following you.
Hey man, if y'all need an Uber driver, let me know on New Year's Eve. I'll be out here
She
getting that
hustling.
cash.
She hustling.
That goo-wop.
You need
It's
to
a-
have done hit me a time. You mean?
Yeah.
Talking about, I got that Uber code. Y'all trying to get down and get that extra money. You know what I mean? Hit the inbox for the
Yeah.
info.
Harold Washington Cultural Center, New Year's Eve. Harold Washington Cultural Center.
Yeah, I heard that's supposed to
47
crack.
King Drive.
If you need a ride from there, call me. But I heard that's supposed to crack.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there too. And speaking of hustling holidays, check out my new music video. It's called Black Christmas. We recorded it on Christmas, and we going in. It's a ball. We
It's
right
called
downtown.
Black Christmas?
Black Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's called Black
2017,
Christmas.
Donnie Hathaway.
It's a hustling holiday. You
Your
know,
name gonna be
hustling
Donnie.
holiday.
Your name gonna be Donnie Rappaway.
Goodbye.
Hey, I received that. I received that. As long as my sales are a little bit better and I don't
Hello.
get killed by my family member, I take
No,
that. You know.
boy. Goodbye.
But I definitely
They
going to.
thinking of somebody else.
But let's remember all of our family members, our lost ones this year. We had a lot of people that transcended this year, and just know that they not lost, that they still are with us. You can be in tune with their spirit. In fact, just yesterday I was at home and I was speaking with my grandmother's spirit, and it's funny because her spirit, while I was talking to her, like a stick fell off from the corner, and when I looked in the direction, and I saw my incense was finna burn down my dresser, and I was like, Grandma, thank you, for stopping the fire, the house burned down. So our ancestors, they still with us. We know where they at. We haven't lost them. So let's show love to them. Realize they in us, through us, all around us. And let's make 2017 better than 2016. We have to. Ain't no choice. You know, right now at the time where, like Kawana said, we need a collective. We got to do it. We got to support. And we need therapy. Let's not run away from that.
One more quick thing. 300 group every third Saturday, the Soul Brunch. So follow the 300 group on Facebook and Instagram. 300 group. Hashtag 300 group.
The Renaissance thing, is they gonna be at the Renaissance Brown building? All right.
There's hashtag 300 group. 300 group. All right.
And with that being said, make sure you definitely visit, if you're trying to get your hair for New Year's Eve, virginvenus.com. And we're going to be here every Wednesday, every single Wednesday at 6:30.
6:30, right.
Mm-hmm.
Kick it off.
Sharp, yep. And if you're also looking to get your own podcast started, make sure that you tune into the Fresh Aire Network, where you can get your platform going in Chicago. Great people, great facility, and we want to see. And y'all want to be on the show, our next show. Make sure you tune in with us on. Let them know on the Fresh Aire Network page, or let them know on my personal Facebook page. Let me know, and we'll have y'all there. But hey, don't get too crazy on New Year's. Bring it in on a positive way, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Now, turn up on New Year's. We'll see y'all.
Yeah, this was nice.
Jeff the Illis, Skull, peace. Be able.
Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. I get a custom.
Brother John Me. I don't know if he's still rolling.
Hey, what's up? How you
Still
doing?
rolling?
Come on, Sue.